Right. I wonder if they do a lot of fundraising. I don't even know if I consider it a lot, but I mean,
You're fine.
well, and I think how they can do it. He wants to talk to
They might call us, but that may be all they get is clothes. Yeah. Unless they know we're.
Is it gonna be a?
If they want to go off our computer, or out of town, maybe.
And that, when you don't know how much you're looking at, it's really hard to even start it. And anything you apply for, you're gonna have to have a plan anyway.
I told somebody that they were supposed to.
Yeah, and try to travel there. And once they have several things, but they need more and all of their equipment, like, and it isn't so I think a lot of
It's on different towns it's been in. I didn't realize it was such a good Yeah. I saw somebody talking about it.
I think it's safe to say that there's not on that grant.
So you bring it upstairs in the tower, bring it in. I guess I'm gonna be a viewer.
Even in the cupola.
It tells me to kick it, or it tells me to turn it right back, or right back side, and it'll pause it.
I can't remember who asked me, but somebody did.
I've tried,
I think probably.
and if I get too much further away, I'm afraid they're not gonna be able to hear him.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't know.
So,
Yeah.
I have learned how to zoom out just a little bit more, so I do get more of the group in it, but yeah, best I can do so far. Facebook needs to kick up at the times and go sideways.
I was just thinking if I could proceed just tonight, morning, had a seat, I got shut down the office. Unless they come out. And I was like, what? I mean, we did the one time, we did that one time, and I was like, we're just gonna hit the stove and bomb or fight I remember.
I think everybody
We were just, what, I mean, this was years and years ago. It was so cool. It looked like it wasn't moving, it looked like it was floating. Everybody was pulling over, we're like, oh my God, we're like, what? I had to go out and see it, it was pretty cool. Yeah, exactly.
Chrysler.
Here.
Eddie.
Here.
Schneider.
Here.
Stevens. Scott.
Here.
Smith. Here. Garrett. Here. Eason. Here. 7 aldermen present, Stevens absent.
Okay, consent agenda items, approval of minutes of previous meetings, payroll, and disbursements.
Make a motion to approve consent agenda items.
I'll second.
Second, any questions? or-
Yeah, you got a bill, we paid a bill for $3,000 to the consulting company. We haven't used them, I mean, we didn't approve it till the end of the month, last month. How come we're paying it? It says for August.
I don't know, maybe they bill ahead.
There's an inquiry out to them asking about it.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you need a roll call vote there?
Wait, can I make a motion to take that off of this agenda for tonight?
You can. Need a second?
I'll just amend my motion on it. Pay disperse, pay the consent agenda items and hold that line item.
That's what, it's pull that line item.
Yeah.
Okay, motion and a second. Okay, now roll call vote.
Chrysler.
Yes.
Eddie.
Yes.
Schneider.
Yes.
Scott.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Garrett.
Yes.
Beeson.
Yes.
7 ayes, 0 nays.
Okay, we'll start with Benton Associates. Ben?
Thank you. Been a while since I've been over here, so I wanted to come over and give a quick update on a few different projects. The Pana wastewater treatment plant project is currently out for bids. That advertised on the 5th of this month. Cameron's been reaching out to different contractors. Right now we've got 4 general contractors with plans in hand. That will open on October 23rd. So we'll open bids, put together an evaluation of the bids, and then make recommendations to the city, probably the meeting following that date. Any questions on the wastewater plant? The Pana Lake water main extensions, there was some dropped emails somewhere. Mr. Marks sent the right-of-way docket in, I believe it was July or early August. Followed up in August, they said, no, we never received it. So some back and forth, I finally hand-delivered it to them, and that's in review. Once that gets reviewed, hopefully we'll get the closing instructions and get that project out to bid here soon. The other one that we're getting close to bidding is the, well, not getting close to bidding, but currently working on funding, is the lead service line replacements. Pana's got a handful of lead service lines. We're looking at 4 different phases to optimize the funding for those replacements. And we actually just today in the mail received the PED, the preliminary environmental impact determinations for that, which is one step closer to getting planning approval, hopefully get on the intended funding list next July. That's our goal right now. So that's where we're at with 3 main projects, and then of course the transmission main replacement project. We're still working on easements on that one.
Very good, lots of exciting stuff.
That's all I got.
Thanks, Ben.
Thank you.
Okay, Seth, Ron, Brenda.
Thank you. First off on the handout, so the sedimentation at the lake, that was submitted a few months ago. There's still been no update on that. And then we're going to jump down to the 4th paragraph on the first page. So the Safe Routes to School project, survey work has been completed. Just wanted to let you know there's a coordination meeting this month. It's September 26th, and that's in Springfield. The city's not required to attend. You don't gain any points by attending, so you don't need to attend, just FYI. The OSLAD grant, no update there. The applications are due Friday. We're still working with Kirby on getting that ready to be submitted. Then on to page 2, the DCO, public infrastructure funding. As you know, you guys were funded. We have not received a grant agreement yet. It'll likely be the end of the year before you receive the grant agreement, which is okay, because we're still looking to secure IUPA funding along with the transmission through the NPA. So speaking of that, there is an asset management plan on the agenda for approval, and I think the suggestion is to table it. There was a discussion with Scotty today, with Lee, and there is a proposed rate structure for 2026. And keep in mind, this isn't something that's set in stone. The EPA wants to know that you're increasing your not your cost of living, but you're making incremental increases to help pay for inflation and things like that, and asset management. So what this plan is it really is just a plan to help you sustain your infrastructure improvements over the life of them. So this is a checkbox is really what it is. So for your application, if you're developing an asset management plan, you get 25 points. If you have one set in place, it's 75 points. So this is gonna benefit your application come March and July of next year for your additional funding.
You're gonna redo it and bring it back next week?
Yes,
right?
yes, we're gonna table it tonight and we'll bring it back in 2 weeks. Yep, yep. Other than that, the last thing, the third page is the ITEP. Those applications are due September 30th. Just FYI, continue to work through that. If you guys have any questions, please let us know.
Greg, on the safe routes to school, we were talking about Wilson Street down there, about the sidewalk.
Those guys, did you do a survey of that? Did you survey the lots?
Yes.
What's that look like? We know it narrows at the end, on the north end of Wilson. Like they made the subdivision wrong. Like maybe the property line runs down the middle of the street.
No, I don't know. I know we served, like we topoed it. I don't know if there's a boundary there though.
Well, we need to boundary that.
Because the sidewalk won't fit there.
I think we're driving on the neighbors. So, but just make a note, Seth, to look at the north end of Wilson, where it hits 7th. If the county GIS map is right, it's a giant mess. I sent an email about it, and somebody said, yeah, that would be part of the process, would be to mark the corners of the lots.
Yep.
We don't need to know tonight, but we just need to know that we're,
That's north of the school, northwest of the school.
yes.
Oh, Lord, I can jump in again. See if we have a boundary. Other than that, that is all I have. Are there any other questions?
All right, Seth, thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, reports of officers.
The first item up is the second presentation of an ordinance amending the city code to make the city treasurer a appointed rather than elected position.
Motion to pass. No, second.
Second, roll call vote.
Eddie,
No.
Schneider,
Yeah.
Scott,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Garrett. No. Beeson,
Yes.
Chrysler.
Yes.
5 ayes, 2 nays, ordinance number 1989.
The next item is the second presentation of an ordinance rezoning property on Walnut Street to commercial from residential.
Make a motion to pass the ordinance?
No, second.
Second, roll call vote.
Schneider,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Garrett. Yes. Beeson,
Yes.
Chrysler,
Yes.
Eddie,
Yes.
7 ayes, 0 nays, that's ordinance number 1990.
The next item is second presentation of an ordinance rezoning property to industrial. This is city-owned property.
We have a motion to pass the ordinance.
I'll second.
Second? Okay, roll call vote.
Scott,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Garrett,
Yes.
Beeson,
Yes.
Chrysler,
Yes.
Eddie,
Yes.
Schneider,
Yes.
7 ayes, 0 nays, that's ordinance number 1991.
The next item is first presentation of an ordinance being recommended by the Planning and Zoning Commission. This has to do with the B1 overlay district. You'll see in the ordinance there are just a couple of minor changes. One, exempting all residentially zoned property, so it only applies to commercial and if there's any industrial, but I think it's primarily commercial. The other is defining an exterior wall for purposes of the ordinance. And then the third change is allowing mixed facade with corrugated metal panels, provided it does not exceed 60% of the building's total height, rather than 40%.
Make a motion at first reading.
Second.
Second? Okay, roll call vote.
Smith,
Yes.
Garrett,
Yes.
Beeson,
Yes.
Chrysler,
Yes.
Eddie,
No.
Schneider,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
6 ayes, 1 nay for first reading.
And the final item is a resolution formally accepting the easement for a sanitary sewer and lift station. Apparently, this city acquired the easement some time ago and has been using the property for this purpose for many years, but there's no formal acceptance on record. So we wanted to clean that up and get something filed with the court.
Make a motion to pass the resolution.
Greg has some history on it.
Are you just getting ahead of yourself, or what?
It was recorded but not accepted by the council or
Yeah.
something. I think when Donnie Burke was here, when Mrs. Burke sold the property, somebody said, hey, our stuff might be on there, let's get a easement. And then when I read the legal description, our stuff ain't on there. So we have started looking into it to see, maybe we even own our stuff. Something's gonna happen here pretty soon with the survey or something. But what we're doing there is not a waste of time.
Then we got the old lift station we're gonna have to work on too.
Nobody knows who owns anything out there, Scott.
The old north side lift station is probably about 50 feet to the east of this one.
We have a motion and a second? Okay, let's vote on that one.
Garrett,
Yes.
Beeson,
Yes.
Chrysler,
Yes.
Eddie,
Yes.
Schneider,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
7 ayes, 0 nays, that's resolution number 24-50.
Do you have anything to add under your topic?
Yes, I do.
Please go ahead.
Number one, the bridge project over there on the bike trail, turns out, we've heard nasty rumors that the bridge manufacturer is a D-bag and has delayed everything until
Can you
at
put that in the
least,
paper?
you can put whatever D you want in there. He's delayed everything at least till February. And so someone asked and we called and yes, that's true. Number two, on Wednesday, we'll be oiling in the area around the lake on various roads. And then maybe 2 weeks from now, we'll be oiling the in-town parts. If you have any questions.
Any questions for Greg on either topic? All right. Kirby?
Nothing to formally vote on, but just an update. Like Seth said, the OSI grant application is due on Friday, so chipping away at that. After that, we'll be looking into ITAB. That's due the end of this month, and there's about 3 in line after that. So it's like a grant program fest right now. So if anybody has any questions on anything, I'm always available to call, email, stop by, but yep, that's basically what we're working on right now. There's just grant specials like crazy, so, yep,
Yeah,
trying.
all right, perfect. Yep.
The only thing I have is a special events application for the Central Illinois Thunder Softball Baseball Organization. They're wanting to host a tournament on October 26th and 27th, using all 3 diamonds in the park for their 8U and 9U baseball teams. So I just need approval for that.
Make a motion, we approve the special events application.
Second, any questions? Okay, roll call vote there.
Beeson?
Yes.
Preister?
Yes.
Eddie?
Yes.
Schneider?
Yes.
Scott?
Yes.
Smith?
Yes.
Garrett?
Yes.
7 ayes, 0 nays. And that's all I have.
Tanya?
Taxes have started coming in, but other than that, everything's going good.
That's exciting.
Yes.
Yes. All right. I have one item. In talking with the chief, we have on our Board of Fire and Police Commissioner a vacancy. And we discussed and came to consensus that Mike Foster would be a good fit for that vacancy. So I need a approval from the council to appoint Mike Foster to the Board of Fire and Police Commissioner.
I'll second.
Any questions about that? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right. There you go, Chief. And we'll go on to reports of committees, community safety.
Now, a motion to make the east side of Vine Street between First and Second a no parking area.
Second. Any questions? Okay, roll call vote.
Eddie?
Yes.
Schneider?
Yes.
Scott?
Yes.
Smith?
Yes.
Garrett?
Yes.
Beeson?
Yes.
Preister?
Yes.
7 ayes, 0 nays.
Motion to allow Chief Deputy Baker, Christian County Sheriff's Officer, to give a presentation on their mobile app.
Need a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So, first of all, I'd like to thank you guys for having me. Real quick, what the explanation of this would be that the sheriff's office a couple of years ago when I took over as chief deputy, I wanted to find a way that we could basically put public safety information out as quickly as we could and to get that information out. So I took this on, worked for quite a while to get the sheriff's app. Once we'd done it, we basically tried to get it out there through social media. And once that ran its course, then what we did is I'm going door to door at random. Some of the guys are handing out cards, trying to get the public to basically download and use the app. And the purpose behind it is not only is there information in there pertaining to the sheriff's office, but we also, if Daniel sends me something that he needs to get out, we're utilizing it that way. Any road closures in the county, if there's flooding in the roadway, if we've got a lost child, it's directly connected with the National Weather Service. And the National Weather Service also, it's more directed towards Christian County. But then if we got a tornado in the area, it might be something where when we get notification from the deputy, they're sending me information that, hey, that there's a tornado or golf ball size hail over on, you know, the Nokomis Road. It's just putting information out there that way. Several counties have taken this on. My disclaimer is, recently, after the social media went out and we ran it as much as we could, it's just getting the public aware of it and using it. We've done a random through no taxpayer dollars, not only acquisition of the app, but its distribution. We didn't use any taxpayer dollars. And what we done is signed up for it's every door direct, but we done like a random. So some of you people in here may have got one of these, and in that, it's the QR code. You can get it on any app store anywhere in the world. You just type in Christian County Sheriff IL and you can put it to your phone. Once you get that, there is a little button up on the top right that when you hit the drop down menu, you can hit share and you send that to whoever you want in your contacts of your phone. Some of the things for Pana that you could use is, there again, it has to be built up to get it. We've got about 8 or 9,000 users on it currently. With that, when I designed it, I was able to pick what we wanted to put on here. No matter what I do, I can't get past the analytics show that the inmate search, you can see who's in jail in real time, 5 minutes within them booking in. So that I can't get past is gonna have the biggest draw in the public. For me, I would like to push things like the community calendar events. When you guys host things, or say Boy Scouts are doing something, the more we get it out. The community calendar events is something that the city of Tillamook or city of Pana, anybody can post things to the community calendar events. It then goes out, and then the user has to check that. There's nothing on here that you can push that's going to, it asks you multiple times, do you want to do this before you do it? There's nothing in here that we track who you are, what you're using it for. There are things that is in recent, today I got a phone call that somebody was thankful that the sheriff's office, if you live in the rural Christian County area and use Citizens Connect, post your house for vacation patrol. We posted on there, we've taken that to a new level to where now we've assigned it a number. Everybody in rotation of the patrol has to go by and check that residence. So like, we had a house go on patrol out in Roll County on the 4th, and since then it's been hit 13 times with somebody driving through the driveway. Aside from that, if you guys, for instance, I'm assuming, the road, if you guys are gonna close a road for a bridge repair, you can send the notification to me. Then we basically put that on the app that the road's going to be closed, things of that nature, for public safety concerns. So that's pretty much, there's a lot of other information and contact in here. You hit the more button, you get a drop down, direct phone call to your, gives you the link to call and complain about your taxes. Just there, all the information. When I say that, it's a county link that anything that the county provides for services, you can put it on there. Crimes of the weeks, anything that. So, for instance, the vacation patrol. It is for rural county that I've got it set up that we patrol that. If somebody in the city limits of Pana would to submit a vacation patrol request, that information then will be forwarded to Daniel. Daniel will receive it and he'll get the information. It's just basically the reason I'm here is to try and basically make you guys aware of it that it's here. If I knock on your door next week, I apologize. I am out going door to door as well as the mailer, just really trying to push it. It's kind of like my pet project, and it seems to be, being well received. I haven't had any complaints yet. And if anybody has any questions whatsoever on how to download it, there's a link on there to the chief's desk in the Citizens Connect button. You can get that. Real quick, sex offender map. Every week we're trying to find new content and keep it fresh on what we're using it for. Right now there's a calendar that there's a map of the sex offender. If you click on that, we promote it highly. I can't say don't use it, don't go to this house, but for parents being aware of their surroundings, if you hit the sex offender map, it starts out and you'll see, it might say 200, and then you drop down, and it just keeps, the smaller you zoom in, you can get it to where you can find out sex offenders on First Street. And it will show a topographical map of the offender, and then weeks to come, hopefully if we get all the analytics figured out with that, we will have a picture of the offender or the registered sex offender with a view of the residents, just to make people aware that they're out there. It's no different than you can get off the state police website. We're just trying to bring it to you locally, anywhere in the county. So with that, like I said, I appreciate your time. If you have any questions, I'd be more than glad to hear you out or try and answer your questions on it. And at any time somebody needs help trying to download or put it on there, like I said, we went out through the mail on these. There is a QR code. You can shoot it and do it that way, or you can share it by doing the drop-down menu for the share. So it is, like I said, information that we try and get out there, but more importantly, we're pushing it as a public safety app where we can provide vital information, road closures, things of that nature. So, any questions?
You said it doesn't, like, if she's going 75 on the Bear Creek, it doesn't ding you?
It has nothing, it's a direct link to basically my secure link to my desk for any information. We've got drug tips coming in that they can submit it, warrants, things of that nature, but no, the user, I don't know if anybody in here in the room's got it. I can't look to see if you've got it. What I can look at is countywide, how many worldwide, I can look to see how many people are downloading it. So, and per day. Yes.
I can honestly say I have this app, I use it, I haven't been pulled over because of it. Not saying I speed either, just saying.
Yeah, we're not, I mean, it's more.
I do love the app.
Yeah, it's to provide you public safety information more than anything. like I said, if real quick examples, if you think about it, like Montgomery County, I'm finding out it takes 4 to 5 years to get everybody to help me get it shared, and then once that happens, hopefully Daniel and I, you take something like Franklin County, they've got 30,000 residents, they've got 20,000 downloads on it. Their response time in finding a lost child or a dementia patient, something like that, has speeded up immensely. Your phone, I will tell you, when you get this, you hit the settings, there's a notification. If you don't want to know that there's a tornado coming, there you hit the drop down menu and you hit the shut the notifications off. There's a few notifications. One is non-emergency police information. So if we have something that's just something that we want you to know about, hey, we got a new graduate of the academy, you would get that. However, all users in notification, you'll be able to tap this black rolling bar and you'll see all the previous histories of road closures, water on the roadway, things of that nature. All users, you want to have that button on to get what we call safety information. Now, if you've got that on and Taylorville closes a bridge, you're going to still get that even though you're down here in Pana, but it's for information in the county. But I will tell you, it gets annoying. National Weather Service tells me multiple times it's going to be 105 and the humidity is going to be wet outside. I don't need to know that, so I shut that off once I get that first ding, and then after that, turn it back on come, any weather-related information. So, okay, so I'll try and keep it brief. Anything else? If anybody wants one of these with the QR code or more information on what it pertains to, I'll be more than happy to leave some. So, thank you for your time.
Thank you, Chief. Okay, we'll go on to the operations.
I can make a motion to approve the sewer investment banquet at Tin Shops, Chippewa Run for 9744, covers 2 water billing cycles.
Second.
Any questions? Okay, roll call vote.
Schneider,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Garrett,
Yes.
Beeson,
Yes.
Heister,
Yes.
Eddie,
Yes.
7 ayes, 0 nays.
I'd like to make a motion to approve a boat dock application for Roy Duffy at lot A54.
Second, questions? Okay, roll call.
Scott,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Garrett,
Yes.
Beeson,
Yes.
Heister,
Yes.
Eddie,
Yes.
Schneider,
Yeah.
7 ayes, 0 nays.
I'd like to make a motion to approve an oversized lot request for David Bean at Lake Lot HN1, double fees apply.
Second, any questions? Okay, roll call there.
Smith,
Yes.
Garrett,
Yes.
Beeson,
Yes.
Heister,
Yes.
Eddie,
Yes.
Schneider,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes,
7 ayes, 0 nays.
that's it.
Okay, administration committee.
I've just got one item, I'd like to make a motion to have the attorney draft the ordinance to, extend the liquor sales till 1 AM. This was our trial period, it's coming to an end. So we need to get that motion.
I'll second.
Second, any questions on it? Okay, roll call vote there.
Garrett,
Yes.
Beeson,
Yes.
Heister,
Yes.
Eddie,
Yes.
Schneider,
Yeah.
Scott,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
7 ayes, 0 nays.
Community support,
I have nothing.
nothing, economic development.
I have a motion to approve the first presentation of an ordinance approving an amendment to the tax increment financing development agreement with Whiskey Hills.
Second. Okay, any discussion or questions? Okay, roll call vote.
Beeson,
Yes.
Heister,
Yes.
Eddie,
Yes.
Schneider,
Yeah.
Scott,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Garrett,
Yes.
7 ayes, 0 nays for first presentation.
We made you wait till the end on purpose, Joe.
And, I will say real quick, just to jump in, Chris and his crew is not here because there is, water couple, it sounds like we have 2 different water main breaks right now, but, a huge kudos to the city crew for the amount of work they did downtown on getting the parade route ready, from patching holes and potholes to, I even seen the boys weeding people's curbs all the way down the highway. And I know that they took, a lot of hours and a lot of time to make that parade route look really nice, and I appreciate that. And, so if you guys see them, they're working really hard on getting the lake road ready right now, so they haven't been really in town, but if you see them, just, give them a high five, give them a wave, preferably all fingers, not one.
Yes, I agree, absolutely. Okay, negotiations, none, unfinished business or new business, none, citizens' opportunity to address the council. Quiet. Oh, wait, I'll bring it.
I just wanted to thank the road crew too. The roads have been amazing lately. That's it.
I'd love to hear that. That's great. They do an excellent job. I appreciate you saying that. All right.